Hey guys, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Mike. I used to make a lot of videos a couple years back, just about like a lot of theories that I had about living life and how like people could be living better lives and how you could get more out of your life and things like that. And lately, like over the past few years, especially more like recently since I've moved out to California, I just like realized a lot more of the things that were actually true and the things that actually started working. And I kind of just want to make a video to talk about to start talking about some practical things that actually do that you can apply into your life and that actually really do work to help create a much better, more preferred situation for yourself in your life. Basically, one of the big lessons that I've been getting, and it's just like one about anger. And I've always kind of been a pretty angry person, um, even when I was younger and stuff. Like I was pretty angry all the time. Like if something bad would happen, I would just freak out and lose my shit over it, and just I guess just mostly be I don't know, just overreacting to the situation and putting in way too much energy towards that. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because it's something that is huge, just and it can be applied in other ways and looked at in other ways as well to show you exactly just how your reality is unfolding for you in your life. Basically, I didn't really realize that like what the thoughts that you put out and like the beliefs you have and like the words you speak, even like growing up I was never taught or like didn't you understand maybe fully, maybe to a degree you understand it but not really. I never did. um what you say and do, like it completely affects the course of your life, like in a myriad of ways. Like basically, if you start getting really angry with stuff, like your world just falls apart. There's nothing like it's. I mean, on a metaphysical level, we can talk about just on a physical level. People are angry. Like if you like what you put out is what you get back. You put out a bad vibe to people, and they don't want to respond to it in a positive way. It's just the way things seem to work. So, um, but like on a metaphysical level, even yeah, like your reality responds like completely to what you do, say, believe, and act. Like that's gonna be proven. Like I don't know, I'm sure that there is certain types of proof indicating that is the case. But even if it's not yet, it's going to be proven that by science that this is the case. That what you say and your reality, what you think, what you do, what you believe, like complete, like will change it. Like you'll have a different experience of it. Now most of us see our lives as like one continuous thing that can't really be changed. It's just kind of happening. But we're going to start understanding more and more that reality is like has multiple layers to it, stacked upon layers, and different realities and things that we can move into because there's different possibilities, different probabilities. So these probabilities and these possibilities, these are all things that you could potentially move into, and that's how your reality moves around you. So if you're putting out negative beliefs, negative thoughts, negative actions, all negative speech, all kinds of things like this. That's why they say hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, because it really affects your reality directly, and that changes the outcome of those probabilities that you'll experience in your life. So if you start talking about like how much you hate something or how much you just despise it, in the big thing is we think this and we don't understand that we're constantly thinking that that if we think these thoughts and we just talk nice to people or something, even if we're like really pissed off in our heads, like that doesn't change anything. That actually is almost worse because now you're having false communications with people, which creates even more problems because now people are seeing that you're being inauthentic and you're hiding something and you're doing something for some reason to act this. You're acting nice, but underneath you look pissed off and stressed out all the time. And this is like a lot of what I was doing. Is like I was like glazing over the surface with like I would just start to talk nice and act nice to people and do all the physical things, but I didn't realize that my beliefs and my thoughts and my definitions in my head or what is the source of it, and that's the real issue. So if you have negative thoughts, negative beliefs, negative things that you don't prefer that are going on inside your mind, that and you're judging things in a negative way, you're judging yourself and you're judging other people, and you're fucking being angry all the time, like this is it's a serious thing, because that's like it's completely where your reality is rooted from, and what happens then out from there. It doesn't really matter if you act nice and stuff. It's good to do that anyways, I guess. Like, but I mean, it doesn't really mean anything if it's not coming from somewhere authentic. So basically, you have to be able to watch yourself. You have to watch everything that you do, so that you know every thought, every belief, every definition that's going through your mind, and you see it. And when you finally learn that negative things do nothing for you, like holding on to anger is like holding on to hot coals, I think is a quote from the Buddha, or like the Dalai Lama or something, because it's true. It's true. Like if you're angry, it's doing nothing but burning you and hurting you and just yourself. Because especially if you're not around that person, if you're just thinking about them stewing in anger, like that's just hurting you and your life and what you could be doing. So it's really like paradoxically, you're kind of just shooting yourself in the foot. So it's really important to watch all the stuff that's going on in your mind, and when you catch like something that you know has burned you before, like to let it go and to just like let it drop and be like, whoa, this is not a path I want to go. This is not how I want to affect the probabilities of my life. I would much rather just let go of it and experience something that I do prefer. Because like I could be, if I'm holding on to this anger, there's a million things that I'm walking down the street, or there's people like that I could be meeting. There's some event that I could be participating in that would have been beneficial, exciting, and joyful for my life, but I've decided to just be angry, so I missed it. Like this simple as that. But like this is something that's pretty powerful, because if you're walking around with like these thoughts in your head, like it, and on a metaphysical level, like it almost happens instantly sometimes if it's because anger contains emotion, a lot of emotion, which has a huge amount of energy and power to like move in the physical world on a subtle level. So if you have all this anger and this emotion, sometimes if you put it out and you get really mad about something, like almost instantly, like when it rains it pours, like it just starts to, like you can just start to have thing after thing, like, and you need to get out of that state immediately then, in that case, like and drop it and let go of that anger, because it's burning you. And that's a huge burn, and like it can immediately start to affect your reality. All of a sudden you get a phone call and somebody's like, so I'll start to say something that I have this issue or something, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, hey, whoa, all of a sudden I'm getting all these red flags about what's going on in my world. So basically this is just a video just to explain the practicality of your thoughts and your mind and your thinking, and just to watch your beliefs and what you believe, because it's solidified, like the higher vibration like your thought is, the more positive, the more like peaceful, the more natural it is, the way the earth exists naturally, the more that is going to make your reality like freer and allow you to do all the things you want to do, and like live the kind of life you want to live. And the more dense your thought is, the more negative, the more base, the more judgmental, like it solidifies and creates your reality to be the slow moving sticky mass where nothing's really happening, you're not moving forward, you're not really getting much out of it at all, because it's slowed down. It's the vibratory rate of your reality is so dense that you can't even do the things you want to do or live the kind of life you want to live or be happy, because you're like constantly putting this out into your reality. So like it's not really a matter of one way is right or wrong. It's what do you prefer to have in your life? Do you prefer to live in like a dense vibratory state, or just like a dense reality, or just a reality that you don't want to live, like like that? Or do you prefer to like live somewhere where you're allowed to do all the things you want to do in life, and have fun and be joyful and be excited and be free and be light and be able to breathe and just live and take in the world? So it's something worth the time to at least think about, and maybe like look at your own life and see if that in some way that applies. But I know it definitely did in my case, and since I've started like being more like mindful of my life and stuff, it's been getting like a lot better, just a lot more preferred for my sense of state. I've been able to do more of the things I want to do and just be a generally happier person. So I just am sharing a little bit of practical experience and something that I've used in my life that has helped me, and then maybe you could help somebody else. So Once again, my name is Mike. I've made videos before, but this is the first one I made in a while. So look out, maybe I'll make another one if I get another insight or something. So thanks.